Hi, we just got back from our walk and I don't know what I did. Oh, I think the walk was about 6 blocks tonight, or yeah, about 8 blocks, so just about a mile. I thought today I would kind of go over this National Diabetes Prevention Program that I'm doing. And there's 16 individual sessions. It's a lifestyle change program. It mostly focuses on fat and cutting the fat. And I had talked about this a few days ago. Cutting the fat is, I'm seeing how important it is. When I am using MyFitnessPal again, and when I looked at my fat, I was 120 grams of fat, and I'm supposed to be at 55, so I was a little bit over today. But I liked what our instructor said today. She said, there is no bad food, and you are not a bad person. And I think I've made that point clear, that we're not bad, and we need to quit shaming ourselves for when we make mistakes. We're human beings, for goodness sakes. And we're going to make mistakes. We're going to have to do things differently. We're going to have to try new things. So the goal of the Diabetes Prevention Program is to lose weight and to be more active. During the 16 weeks, you're supposed to lose about 7% of your body weight through healthy eating and 150 minutes of brisk physical activity each week. Not each day, each week. That amounts to about, I'm not very good at math, but let's say you did it 5 times a week, that'd be 30 minutes a day. So work it out however you like. I personally enjoy a hard physical workout a couple of times a week, and then walking the other days. And we walked tonight, and I got a little hot, so I had to take my glasses off. But normally we would be walking, and we'd be walking a lot further. But like I had said earlier too, my feet have been hurting, and it's been a little more difficult to do things. So back to this book. So the session 1 is just an overview of the program. It talks about quick facts about what is type 2 diabetes. It's a disease caused by having too much blood sugar in our blood. The sugar in the blood is called glucose, and I know they call it a disease. I like to call it a condition, because I believe, like I've said many times, it can be reversed. And a lot of the medical profession doesn't always say that it's possible, but I think they're learning more and more through healthy diet and exercise. It can be reversed and controlled. So anyway, we have our meeting schedule. So what is the Diabetes Prevention Program? The original Diabetes Prevention Program was a research study funded by the National Institutes of Health and supported by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC. The results showed that making certain lifestyle changes and continuing them over time can prevent type 2 diabetes in people who are at risk. And I believe there are a lot of people out there that are at risk. Look at your neighbors, look at your friends, look at your family, look at yourself. Preventing diabetes is a really good way to start. If you don't get it, you don't have to reverse it. You don't have to go through the struggles and the pain and the all the things that go along with it. There were 3,000 adults that took part in the study. 27, they came from 27 locations around the United States. Everyone in the study had prediabetes. Prediabetes means the blood sugar is high, but not yet high enough to be type 2 diabetes. I don't know at this point. I will find out. But I don't know at this point what that number is. When I tested regularly at about 140, they told me I had diabetes, type 2 diabetes. So I'm guessing that that's about what it is. So they did 3 things in this study. The first one was lifestyle change. The 1,000 people in the lifestyle group focused on losing weight and being more active. They did not receive any medication. The second group of 1,000 people were in the medication group, and they were given metformin, which is one of the medications that I take. It is a medication used to treat diabetes. The group did not focus on losing weight or being more active. And the third group of 1,000 people had no, they were in the placebo group. They got no medication and were not asked to change their lifestyle. What happened is the lifestyle change participants cut their risk for type 2 diabetes by 58%. People older than 60 cut their risk by 71%. Medication group participants cut their risk for type 2 diabetes by only 31%. I mean, it is a cut, but it's also done by medication. The ones with no treatment had no change in their risk for type 2 diabetes. The goal of the program is to help people learn the facts about diabetes, about losing weight and being active. We will learn what makes it hard for us to eat healthy and be active. And I can tell you right now what those are. There are so many foods that I do not really care for. I mean, I do like vegetables, but when people talk about eating a veggie pizza, yeah, no. I mean, I could probably eat it once in a while, but I like I don't like pepperoni. I like a little pepperoni, but I like the Italian sausage and the Canadian bacon and the hamburger. I like the meats on there, and that's part of my problem. I really like meats a lot, and the meats that I like are typically high in fat. We will learn how to change our habits to healthier habits. We will maintain the long-term support that we need to make the changes. And what I like about this program is, yes, it's 16 weeks. We meet every week, except next week because it's a holiday, but we meet every week and we go over some of these things. After that, we meet twice a month. And these are all virtual meetings, so they're very easy to attend. But they don't just drop us after the 16 weeks. They keep connecting with us and seeing how we're doing and checking in on us. And, you know, accountability is it's something that I need so much of, because on my own, I will just do whatever. Easily eat 3,000 calories a day and have 120 of them be fat every day. And I will continue to gain weight and have an unhealthy life if I continue to do that, which I don't want to do. I want to be healthy. I want you to be healthy. Continuing on, a lot of this first week was just reiteration. It talks about your starting weight, losing 7% of your weight through healthy eating, and doing 150 minutes of brisk physical activity every week. And you don't start out doing the physical activity. I mean, if you're already doing it, fine. But if you're not, you can ease yourself into it. I mean, you don't have to jump in both feet and, you know, ease yourself into it. Maybe do 15 minutes in the morning and 15 minutes at night. Don't do it all at once. So it talks about, a lot of this is about what your goal weight will be. So my starting weight is 268, I think. My goal weight by the end of the 16 weeks should be 249. I would like it to be a little less than that, but I'm good with 7%. I'm good with that. So we work together as a team. And they gave me this notebook, and I thought that was really neat. And you can write in here. And all of the stuff is online too, so it's not like it's a hidden secret or anything. Today when I was counting, you know, putting in my stuff to keep track of what I had eaten, I thought, oh my God, do I really want to tell her that I ate 4 Pop-Tarts? And I thought, yeah, I could just put 2 in. She wouldn't know the difference. But I would know the difference. So I put down the 4 Pop-Tarts. I'll admit it. Today was it was a Monday. It's a busy day. We have deadlines for the newspaper. We're working hard. We're putting it together to send it out. It can be stressful. I'm just sitting at my desk all day and, you know, working on stuff, and I just want to eat. So I got bored, a little hungry, had a tomato for lunch, did really good for breakfast, had my vomit shake, had a tomato for lunch, had 32 Pringles, which is 2 servings, so 300 calories. And then I felt a little hungry around 2 or 3 o'clock. And my granddaughter came in and said, what do you want to have? And I said, will you just get me one of those Pop-Tarts? And she brought it over and she goes, I'm not bringing the box back. And I said, well, then I'm going to eat both packages. And I did. It doesn't make me a bad person. It just is what happened. I ate 2 packages, 400 calories, 200 each. And, or was that, God, I don't even remember. It might be 800, 400 for each package. Needless to say, I had 3,000 and some calories today. I am allowed 1,900. If I want to lose weight, I have to cut my daily calorie intake by, let's see, how did we figure that out? I think it's 3,500 a week if I want to lose 1 pound a week. And so divide that by 7, so about 500 calories a day I have to cut. And that's the same for anybody. If you want to lose 1 pound a week, you have to cut 500 calories approximately per day over 7 days. I can wake up tomorrow morning and have lost 1 pound. I could wake up the next morning and have gained 1 pound. And it doesn't seem to matter what the day before was as far as the calories that I consumed. It has a lot to do with the fat, which surprises me a lot because, but like we learned in our lesson last week was, what did she say? You know, a fat gram is 9 calories, where a carb is 4 or whatever it was. You know, protein is this, but a fat gram is 9. So if I ate 120 fat grams today, that was over, well, probably, let's see, over 1,000 calories just in fat grams. That was almost my whole day, fat grams. And it was good too. But it wasn't really good for me. And I want to do what's good for me. And I want to tell you things that will help you. I'm not going to tell you what's good for you because I don't know what's good for you. But I know that for me, 120 fat grams a day is not good. It's not good at all. This video is a little bit longer than I usually make them, but I had a lot of things I wanted to tell you today. Another thing I want to tell you is make sure you're drinking enough water. We do recycle, but I don't always feel good drinking our water out of the tap. I mean, it's good, but we have a little bit of a copper problem in our line, so I kind of mix it up a little bit and drink bottled water too. And we do recycle the bottles, so. But what my friend Cheryl taught me, and if I remember accurately, is that if you want to lose weight, you have to drink half of your body weight. So let's say I weigh 250, I need to drink 125 ounces of water a day. That's almost 10 of these. I probably drink 3 of these. I do drink coffee, but I'm told that that's not counted as water, although it depends on who you ask, you know. Some people say, no, absolutely not. It does not count as water. Other people say, yes, it does. There's water in it. Yes, it is a, can't think of the word right now, but but it does have water, so you can drink it and it counts. I fall somewhere in between there. I think you need to drink the pure water as much as possible. Especially if you're exercising. Keep hydrated, because if you don't, you're going to suffer. And there are real physical health consequences to dehydration that you don't want to experience. Next week, I don't have my class, but I'll go over the book over the next couple weeks, so that you can keep up with where I'm at, and hopefully we'll start seeing some improvements in myself and even in you too, because I think it's important not just to listen to my voice, but to follow some of the recipes and different things that I'll give you links for in my blog, because I think those are important too in maintaining our collective good health. So until tomorrow, have a good night.